English from Australia, pelajaran nomor 63. Saudara pendengar, hari ini kita akan mempelajari bagaimana menyatakan milik atau kepunyaan dalam bahasa Inggris. Tetapi sebelumnya, kami ingin memberitahukan bahwa Don dan Jane akan pergi ke Melbourne, yaitu kota terbesar kedua di Australia, untuk mengunjungi beberapa orang teman. Chris, Iwan, dan Lucia juga mereka ajak. Nah, sekarang mari kita pelajari bagaimana menyatakan milik.
Whose bag's that?
It's Iwan's.
Whose coat's this?
It's Chris's.
Whose daughter is Lucia?
She's Guido's daughter.
Yes, I'm Guido's daughter. He's my father.
Apakah saudara masih ingat jawaban atas pertanyaan yang mulai dengan kata whose? Kita akan mendengar suatu kata baru yang menunjukkan kepunyaan seseorang. Coba dengarkan.
Whose bag's that?
I don't know.
Well, let's put it on the train. It's time to go. Come on.
Okay, Don.
Give us a hand here.
That's it. Here we go.
Right.
Chris, Iwan, dan Lucia akan pergi ke Melbourne naik kereta api. Coba dengarkan lagi kalimat Chris yang terakhir tadi.
It belongs to Lucia.
Artinya, tas itu kepunyaan Lucia.
Oh, yes. It's Lucia's. It belongs to Lucia.
Kata kerjanya ialah
Belong. Belong. It belongs to Lucia.
coba ucapkan kalimat tadi bagian demi bagian.
It belongs to Lucia.
Sekarang coba ulangi kalimat seluruhnya.
It belongs to Lucia.
Bagus. Jadi kalimat
It's Lucia's.
artinya sama dengan
It belongs to Lucia.
coba dengarkan.
It's Chris's. It belongs to Chris. It's Iwan's. It belongs to Iwan. It's Jane's. It belongs to Jane. It's Lucia's. It belongs to Lucia.
Tentu saja kita dapat berbicara tentang lebih dari satu benda kepunyaan seseorang. Coba dengarkan.
These two bags belong to Jane. They belong to Jane. The bags belong to Jane. They belong to Jane.
Whose bags are these?
They're Jane's. They belong to Jane.
Coba ucapkan sesudah Don.
They belong to Jane.
Dan untuk satu tas,
It belongs to Jane.
kita harus berhati-hati dengan bentuk tunggal dan bentuk jamak. Satu tas,
It belongs.
dua tas, jadi lebih dari satu.
They belong.
Baiklah. Sekarang, mari kita berlatih memakai bentuk tunggal dan bentuk jamak. Saudara akan mendengar suatu kalimat, misalnya,
That bag's Jane's.
dan saudara hendaknya mengubah kalimat itu menjadi,
It belongs to Jane.
untuk kalimat seperti,
These socks are Chris's.
saudara hendaknya mengatakan,
They belong to Chris.
saudara harus berhati-hati sekali dengan bunyi s-nya. Siap?
This coat's Don's. It belongs to Don.
Those bags are Iwan's. They belong to Iwan.
This umbrella's Jane's. It belongs to Jane. Oh, it's starting to rain.
I hope it isn't raining in Melbourne.
Does it rain much in Melbourne?
I don't know. I think Melbourne's colder than Sydney.
Nah, saudara pendengar, Chris, Iwan, Lucia, Don, dan Jane semuanya sudah berada di dalam kereta api. Tetapi mereka masih memilih tas mereka masing-masing. Coba dengarkan suatu jawaban lain atas pertanyaan dengan kata whose.
Whose bag's this?
It's mine.
Does it belong to you? Are you sure?
Yes, it belongs to me. It's mine. It's mine.
Artinya, tas itu kepunyaan saya. Coba dengarkan baik-baik bunyi akhir kata tadi.
Mine. It's mine.
Sekarang, coba ucapkan kalimat berikut.
That bag's mine.
Kata tadi dipakai untuk menghindari pengulangan nama bendanya. Kalimat
It's my bag.
dapat kita ganti dengan
It's mine.
demikian juga kalimat
It's his bag.
dapat diganti dengan
It's his.
It's her bag.
It's hers.
It's your bag.
It's yours.
It's our bag.
It's ours.
It's their bag.
It's theirs.
Sekarang, coba saudara ucapkan sesudah Jane.
It's his. It's hers. It's yours. It's ours. It's theirs.
Demikianlah tadi dua cara untuk menunjukkan milik atau kepunyaan.
It belongs to him.
Atau,
It's his.
It belongs to me.
atau,
It's mine.
coba dengarkan.
It belongs to me. It's mine.
It belongs to you. It's yours.
It belongs to him. It's his.
It belongs to her. It's hers.
It belongs to us. It's ours.
It belongs to them. It's theirs.
Mine, yours, hers, his, ours, theirs. Semuanya berakhir dengan huruf S, kecuali yang pertama, mine. Saudara hendaknya jangan lupa mengucapkan huruf S tersebut. Coba ulangi sesudah Jane.
It's yours. It's hers. It's his. It's ours. It's theirs.
Nah, sekarang saudara akan mendengar suatu ungkapan yang menunjukkan kepunyaan. Misalnya,
It belongs to me.
dan saudara hendaknya mengubah ungkapan tersebut menjadi ungkapan lain yang sama artinya.
It's mine.
Kemudian, ulangilah jawaban yang betul sesudah Jane. Siap, saudara-saudara?
It belongs to me.
It's mine.
It belongs to him.
It's his.
It belongs to us.
It's ours.
It belongs to you.
It's yours.
It belongs to her.
It's hers.
It belongs to them.
It's theirs.
Saudara pendengar, sekarang akan kita pelajari pemakaian lain dari kata mine. Coba dengarkan. Chris sedang bercakap-cakap dengan seorang pria setengah umur di kereta api.
Do you live in Melbourne?
No, I don't. I'm going to visit some of my sister's friends.
Melbourne's a nice place.
I don't know much about it. I want to see the trams. Ewan wants to see them too.
Iwan? That's an unusual name.
He's from Indonesia. He's a friend of mine.
Artinya, dia seorang teman saya.
He's a friend of mine. A friend of mine.
Coba ucapkan sesudah Chris.
He's a friend of mine.
Ungkapan seperti tadi dipakai untuk orang-orang yang dekat dengan kita, keluarga, kawan-kawan, dan teman sejawat.
A neighbour of mine. Some friends of ours. A sister of hers. A cousin of theirs.
Artinya, salah seorang saudara sepupu mereka.
Some cousins of yours. A relative of his.
Artinya, salah seorang kerabatnya. Untuk melatih pemakaian ungkapan-ungkapan tadi, Don akan mengucapkan suatu kalimat. Misalnya,
He's one of my friends.
dan saudara hendaknya mengatakan,
He's a friend of mine.
berikut ini sebuah contoh lagi.
They're some of our friends.
Saudara hendaknya mengatakan,
They're friends of ours.
kemudian ulangilah jawaban yang betul sesudah Chris. Siap, saudara-saudara?
He's one of their cousins.
He's a cousin of theirs.
They're some of our friends.
They're friends of ours.
She's one of your neighbours.
She's a neighbour of yours.
Baiklah, saudara pendengar. Sekarang mari kita kembali pada percakapan antara Chris dan penumpang pria setengah umur di kereta api tadi. Kita akan mendengar nama sejenis sepak bola ala Australia, Australian Rules.
There are lots of things to see in Melbourne. You can see the art gallery and our botanical gardens. They're very nice.
Oh, yes.
And do you like football?
Yes, I do.
Do you like Australian rules football?
I don't know. I've never seen a game.
Never seen a game. Well, come and see the game tomorrow. It'll be the best game this year. I'm going with a friend of mine. You and Ewan can come with us.
OK. I'd like to go. Where will the game be?
Saudara pendengar, kata kerja lain yang berarti kepunyaan ialah own. Coba dengarkan.
Whose bag is it?
It's Lucia's. It's hers. It belongs to her. She owns it. She owns it. Lucia owns this bag. This bag belongs to Lucia. She owns it.
Who owns it?
Lucia owns it. It's hers. She owns it.
Do you own this bag?
No, I don't. It isn't mine. I don't own it.
Well, who owns it? Who does it belong to?
Lucia owns it. It's hers. She owns it.
Coba dengarkan lagi dengan teliti bagaimana ucapan kata tadi.
Own. Own. She owns it.
Coba ucapkan sesudah Chris.
She owns it.
Bagus. Sekarang mari kita berlatih. Saudara akan mendengar suatu kalimat dengan belong, misalnya,
It belongs to Lucia.
dan saudara hendaknya mengubah kalimat tadi menjadi kalimat dengan kata own.
Lucia owns it.
Kemudian, ulangilah jawaban yang betul sesudah saudara mendengarnya. Siap?
It belongs to Ewan.
Ewan owns it.
This bike belongs to Chris. This tennis racket belongs to Don.
Don owns this tennis racket.
This house belongs to Margaret and Bert.
Margaret and Bert own this house.
Nah, saudara pendengar, kereta api yang ditumpangi teman-teman kita tiba di Melbourne.
Oh, dear.
Here, I'll help you with your bags. Oh, whose bag's this? Oh, it's heavy.
Oh, it's Lucia's. She's a friend of mine too.
There you are. Now, don't forget that football game tomorrow.
No, I won't.
Have you got the address? Here, I'll write down the name of the suburb and the number of the tram.
Thanks a lot.
We'll meet you outside Flinders Street Station at 12 o'clock. Don't be late. See you later.
Okay. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I don't know your name.
My name's Reg. What's yours?
Chris.
And your mate's name is Ewan, isn't it?
That's right.
Ah, Ewan. This is Reg. We're going to a football game with him tomorrow.
Oh, that's good.
See you later.
See you later, Reg.
Saudara pendengar, Chris dan Iwan memanggil pria itu dengan nama kecilnya Reg karena keadaannya bersifat tidak resmi, meskipun Reg sudah berumur kira-kira 50 tahun, jadi jauh lebih tua daripada mereka. Di Australia, orang-orang muda seperti Chris dan Iwan lazim berbicara seperti itu dengan orang-orang yang lebih tua. Hal ini tidak dianggap kurang sopan. Saudara pendengar, tadi kita telah berlatih memakai s untuk menunjukkan milik atau kepunyaan. Misalnya,
It's Lucia's bag.
It isn't Ewan's bag.
It's Lucia's.
huruf S itu kita tambahkan pada nama seseorang.
Lucia. Lucia's bag.
Untuk menunjukkan sesuatu yang menandai tempat atau bagian dari benda, kita memakai kata of.
The city. The name of the city.
Nama kota itu.
The beginning of the program. The number of the tram. The top of the cupboard. The door of the carriage.
Jadi, untuk orang
The man's name.
dan untuk benda atau barang,
The name of the book.
coba dengarkan beberapa pasang kalimat berikut ini.
The woman's age.
The age of the building.
The boy's height.
The height of the mountain.
The girl's leg.
The leg of the chair.
The child's weight.
The weight of the parcel.
The woman's head.
The head of the department.
The man's income.
The income of the country.
Sekarang mari kita berlatih. Ucapkanlah kalimat-kalimat berikut.
The girl's weight.
The weight of the parcel.
The woman's head.
The head of the department.
Ewan's leg.
The leg of the chair.
Jane's back.
The back of the bus.
Artinya, bagian belakang bis itu.
Chris, Jane and Don and I are going to the art gallery tomorrow afternoon. We don't want to see the football game.
Oh, that's okay. Ewan and I'll see you after the game.
Yes, we'll see you after the game at the hotel.
Saudara pendengar, hari ini hari Sabtu, sehari sesudah Chris dan kawan-kawannya tiba di Melbourne. Saat ini, Chris dan Iwan berada di stasiun kereta api Flinders Street, yaitu stasiun kereta api utama di Melbourne. Mereka sedang menunggu Reg.
There he is, Chris.
Reg! Reg! Here we are.
Ah, good day, Chris. Good day, Ewan. Ewan and Chris, this is my mate Harry. Harry, these are some friends of mine from Sydney.
Pleased to meet you, Harry.
Hello, boys.
Well, Harry's car's over there. But you boys want to travel by tram, don't you?
Yes, sure.
Our trams are world famous. Did you know that?
Well,
Have you got trams in your country, Ewan?
No, we haven't. We've got trains and buses and colts, bemos and bechaks, dog cars.
Here's our tram. All aboard.
right.
That's a nice camera, Ewan.
It's like mine.
It's not like yours, Harry. This is a very good camera.
It doesn't belong to me.
Oh? Whose is it? Is it yours, Chris?
No, I don't own it. It's Don's. He's my brother-in-law.
I see. Anyway, if you're a good boy, you can take a picture of Harry and me.
What do you boys do, Chris?
We study engineering.
At uni?
Yes.
This is part of your education too, you know.
What is?
Trams. Have you learned about trams in your engineering course, Ewan?
Well, not yet.
Well, you tell your professor about trams.
What's your job, Harry?
I drive a taxi.
Ah, that's an easy job.
It's harder than yours.
Watch it, mate.
What's your job, Reg?
Yes. What do you do?
I'm a tram driver. One of the most important jobs in Melbourne.
He's got one of the biggest mouths in Melbourne, too.
Is this our stop?
Yes, this is it. Come on.
Don't forget Don's camera, Ewan.
Look at all the people. What a crowd.
We get our tickets over here. Come on. Get your money out.
Jadi, Chris dan Iwan pergi melihat pertandingan sepak bola di Melbourne. Saudara pendengar, sudah saatnya bagi kami untuk minta diri. Tetapi jangan lupa membaca bagian yang berjudul After the Broadcast dari pelajaran tadi, dan pelajari juga bagian yang berjudul Before the Broadcast dari pelajaran nomor 64. Dan sekarang, goodbye listeners.